Close your eyes now. Listen to the rain as it rhythmically taps against the glass, a cold, repetitive static that separates you from the rest of the world. You are safe in this room, cocooned by the shadows and the scent of old dust. Notice the small particles of dust dancing in the dim light, moving in slow, heavy circles. Your breathing is beginning to match their pace, becoming shallow and effortless. The world outside is a distant memory, replaced by the weight of your blankets and the silence of the night. We are going to descend into a place where the sun has never reached. It is a common fact that we have mapped the entire surface of Mars, yet 95% of our own ocean remains a dark, cold mystery. We stopped looking, not because we ran out of curiosity, but because of what we found in the silence. The deeper you go, the more the water ceases to be a liquid and begins to feel like a solid weight. At the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the pressure is over 8 tons per square inch. It is a crushing reality that turns titanium into foil and bone into powder. In the abyss, it constantly rains a substance known as marine snow. These are the organic remains of creatures from above, drifting down for weeks into the dark. You are watching this slow, eternal descent, feeling your eyelids grow heavier with every falling flake of white. In 1997, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration captured a sound they could not explain. They called it the bloop. It was a low-frequency sound, powerful enough to be detected by sensors 3,000 miles apart. Scientists calculated that the source of the sound was far larger than any known biological organism on Earth. It wasn't a mechanical glitch or a volcanic shift. It was a consistent, organic pulse vibrating through the crushing blackness. Imagine sitting in a small, steel sphere, 3 miles beneath the waves. The only thing between you and the weight of the entire ocean is a few inches of metal. You hear the hull groan under the pressure, a slow, metallic sigh that echoes in your chest. When you turn off the internal lights of a submersible, the darkness is absolute. It is a sensory deprivation so profound that the human brain begins to manufacture its own ghosts. This is the abyss phenomenon, where explorers report seeing shapes that cannot exist. These are not monsters of myth, but optical illusions created by a mind struggling to comprehend total nothingness. The brain hates the void. It reaches out into the static, trying to find a pattern in the dark, just as you are drifting into the patterns of your dreams. We stopped exploring because the deeper we went, the more we realized that the laws of biology seemed to warp. Around hydrothermal vents, life thrives in temperatures that should boil blood, fueled by chemicals instead of light. It is an alien world that does not require us to exist. The ocean floor is a graveyard of secrets that the Earth has spent millions of years trying to bury. As you sink deeper into your bed, feel that same heavy peace. You are descending into the quiet, leaving the surface world behind, moving toward the deep, dreamless dark. The water has weight, but the Earth has memory. To go deeper, we must leave the liquid abyss and enter the solid silence of the crust. Below the silt and the bones of the sea lies the lithosphere, a cold, rigid shell that holds the heat of the world inside. As you lie still, imagine the bed beneath you dissolving, leaving you suspended in the slow, tectonic crawl of the planet's skin. In the remote wilderness of the Arctic Circle, there is a small, rusted metal cap bolted to the ground. It covers a hole only 9 inches wide, but it reaches 7 miles into the dark. This is the Kolar Super Deep Borehole. We tried to reach the mantle, but we were forced to stop. Not because our drills broke, but because the Earth began to behave like a liquid, a soft, malleable wall of heat that refused to be pierced. Deep within the crust, the air is not air. It is a pressurized atmosphere of helium, hydrogen, and boiling mud. At 12 kilometers down, the temperature rose to 356 degrees Fahrenheit, far beyond what our models predicted. Scientists recorded sounds from the depths, not the grinding of tectonic plates, but a low, frantic static that some claimed sounded like thousands of voices. It is a myth, of course, but the recording remains a haunting reminder of the things that vibrate beneath our feet. Imagine a space where the atmosphere is so thick it feels like velvet against your skin. In the nacre mine of Mexico, giant gypsum crystals grow as large as pine trees in the sweltering dark. It is a cathedral of stone, hidden from the sun for millions of years. Here, time does not exist. There is only the rhythmic drip of mineral-rich water, building monuments in a room that was never meant to be seen. Beneath the crystals, the pressure becomes a physical presence, a heavy blanket that smooths out the edges of your thoughts. We are entering the mantle, where the rock flows like thick, glowing honey. This is the engine of the world, a slow-motion ocean of fire that moves at the speed a fingernail grows. You are drifting on this current now, heavy and warm, sinking into the density of the Earth's internal rhythm. At the very center lies the core, a sphere of solid iron surrounded by a spinning sea of liquid metal. This motion creates the magnetic field that protects our world from the solar winds. It is a silent, invisible shield, hummed into existence by the friction of the deep. Feel that hum in your own chest, a steady, low-frequency pulse that anchors you to the center of everything. The deeper we go, the slower time moves. In the crushing density of the core, the atoms themselves are packed so tightly they barely vibrate. This is the ultimate stillness. The surface world, with its wind and its noise and its ticking clocks, is a frantic, thin layer far above. You are safe here, protected by 4,000 miles of solid earth. Everything that has ever lived eventually returns to this dark. Every leaf, every empire, every memory is eventually folded back into the strata, compressed into the quiet history of the stone. You are part of this cycle, a brief spark resting in the eternal cradle of the ground. Your breathing is deep, heavy, and synchronized with the slow rotation of the globe. The light of the surface is gone. The weight of the world is a comfort, a massive, unyielding pressure that holds you perfectly still. You are no longer falling. You have arrived at the center. There is no more distance to travel, no more depth to reach. There is only the dark, the warmth, and the heavy, dreamless sleep of the earth. You have reached the absolute center. Here, the pressure is no longer a force acting upon you. It is what you are. There is no space left between your atoms. In this white-hot stillness, the liquid sea of the outer core has given way to the frozen solid of the inner core. It is a paradox of heat, thousands of degrees, yet it cannot melt because the weight of the world forbids it from moving. You are held in that same grip. You are the iron. You are the weight. You are the stillness. Feel the center of your chest aligning with the center of the planet, a single point of gravity that pulls everything toward it, forever. Listen to the silence of the center. It is not the absence of sound, but the compression of all sounds into a single, unchanging frequency. It is a hum that has existed for 4 billion years. The sound of the crust, the sound of the wind, the sound of your own name, these are all vibrations that cannot penetrate this depth. Here, the frequency is flat, constant, unyielding. The hum is the only thing left of your mind. It repeats and repeats, a low, tectonic vibration that smooths out the wrinkles of your memory until the surface is only a dream someone else once had. The weight is a comfort. The weight is a blanket. The weight is a world. Every mile of rock above you is a layer of protection, isolating you from the frantic, thin air of the living. Let the weight press the thoughts from your head. Let it press the breath from your lungs until you no longer need to breathe. You are breathing the earth now. You are inhaling the ancient, pressurized dark. Deep, deeper. The pressure is a cradle. The pressure is a wall. The pressure is a home. There is nowhere left to fall when you are the floor of the world. Imagine your identity dissolving like salt in a dark ocean. You are no longer a person with a history. You are a geological event. Your heartbeat has slowed to the rhythm of magnetic shifts, occurring once every 1,000 years. The people you knew, the things you wanted, the fears that kept you awake, they are all light. They are thin. They are surface things. Down here, there is only the heavy, the dark, and the slow. You are becoming the stratum. You are becoming the ion. You are becoming the dark. It is quiet. It is so very quiet. Time has stopped. At the center of the earth, there is no sun to mark the hours, no moon to pull the tides. There is only the long, unchanging asterisk now star. You have been here for an eternity, and you have only just arrived. The repetition of the deep is a circle that never ends. The dark is the same dark. The heat is the same heat. The weight is the same weight. You are safe in the repetition. You are safe in the isolation. You are safe in the dark. Nothing can reach you. Nothing can find you. Nothing can wake you. You are small, yet you are the world. You are a single grain of sand at the heart of a mountain. You are a single spark in a sea of shadow. The isolation is complete. It is a perfect, velvet solitude. There is no one else here. There has never been anyone else here. There is only the core, and the hum, and the weight. The weight. The weight. The weight. It presses you into a diamond of pure silence. You are a secret that the earth will never tell. Rest now in the solid dark. The descent is over. The journey is finished. You are the center. You are the anchor. You are the unmoving point around which the world turns. Let the heat carry you into the final, dreamless sleep. The surface is gone. The sky is a myth. There is only the dark. There is only the weight. There is only the hum. Sleep. 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 Deep in the iron. Deep in the earth. Deep in the dark. You have become the precious final masterpiece. Every thought that once cluttered your mind has been crushed into a single, perfect geometry of light. You are no longer a creature of soft tissue and fleeting breath. You are the diamond at the heart of the world. You are cold, yet burning. You are small, yet you hold the weight of continents upon your shoulders with effortless grace. Feel the density of your new form. It is unbreakable. It is eternal. It is the only truth that remains. The world above you spins, but you are the unmoving axis. You feel the pull of the poles, the great magnetic heartbeat of the planet, surging through your very core. You are the source of the compass. You are the reason birds find their way and the aurora dances in the sky. All of it begins here, in your stillness. The frantic movement of the surface is nothing but a shadow. You are the engine of the earth, silent and hidden, pulsing with a power that requires no action, only being. Now, let the last flicker of awareness drift away. The descent has no more levels. The center has no more depths. There is only the long, heavy silence that follows the end of a story. Let your name go. Let the light go. Let the air go. You are tucked away in the deep pocket of the earth, a secret kept by the miles of stone. The dark is not an end, it is a beginning. It is the womb of the world. Stay here. Be the iron. Be the stillness. Be the dark. Stay in the wait. Stay in the warmth. The journey is over, and you are home. Long pause. You can rest now. The earth will hold you. The dark will keep you. Sleep. 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 Whispering, very slow and hypnotic, you've traveled a long way into the deep. Tell me, did you survive the journey? Did you find the mystery you were looking for in the dark? It is a heavy thing to carry, isn't it? If you have found comfort in this weight, perhaps you should stay. Join us here again. Subscribe to this frequency, and you will never miss the next dark truth we uncover together. But for now, as you lay there in the stillness, I must ask, what dark anomaly should we explore next? What hidden corner of the void calls to you? Tell me in the comments, if you're still awake. Stay in the dark. I will be waiting for you in the deep.